Hey, how you doing guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today you find us on a beach down on the south coast. But first things first, sorry for not posting for a little while, but something quite important happened in my life. I was made a granddad for the first time. Yes! Oh, what a little cracker. His name's Zion, and here's a couple of pictures of my beautiful little grandson that will hopefully be appearing on the channel as soon as I'm allowed to take him out fishing. Right guys, we're with me old mucker Andy, and over to him.
Right, well today we're just getting out on the beach, Sussex, sunny, calm, big tide. Don't know what we're going to catch. We're hoping there might be some rays, might be really early bream. Trying to iron a few cobwebs out. I've just had my first cast, it was shit. I can hardly remember
mine too.
And I can hardly remember how to do any of this stuff, so hopefully today we might catch something, but we'll iron out all the creases because the season is about to start.
Yeah, baby! As always, thanks for watching, it's really appreciated.
And hopefully we'll get back to you in a bit.
Yeah, baby, fish on. As always, when I'm sea fishing, I've got my Century tip tornadoes. Just a beautiful all-round rod, love them. And they're paired up with my 7HT Max with 15-pound line on it. It is Daiwa Tournament Pro. Oh, on the end of that, we've got 60-pound leader because we're not throwing huge weights today or casting too far. And I'll show you the rigs in a bit.
So leader knot. Oh, this has got a name, but I just can't remember it. I've used it for years. Yeah. So just do a loop in the leader. I'm hoping you can see all this, perhaps against a dark background. Put the line up. Pinch it. There goes my elastic. And then you just go round it. I do it 11 times. Trying to keep it so it doesn't bunch on top of each other. Nine, 10. Oh, so I'm going to do one more for that this time. 12. The only thing to do is just make sure you go down back through the loop, but the same way as the line came up through the loop. You can see the two bits there. Just separate them out. Again, you don't want them going over each other. Just draw it in very slowly. Until you get to the point where you need to split on it. Hopefully, yeah, that should tighten up into a nice, neat knot. So again, tag ends I like to leave a little bit, as that goes up through the rod rings, so that'd be a rod ring. And I just think a bigger tag end just bends back easily, doesn't catch anything. Because if you leave a little short stubby spiky thing, it seems to catch. On this side though, I like to get as close as I can. But again, if weed comes along, it should go over that knot. Doesn't always.
These are my baits today. We've got these kind of, oh, I don't know. Andy's got a lovely fact about those. I'll put it in after this. We've got some squid, we've got some mackerel, and for an outside bet, we've got some rag. So combinations of them hopefully will get us into some fish. We're at about 2 hours before high tide, and we're probably going to fish it maybe 3 down as well. Who knows what's going to happen. Hopefully we'll catch a few fish and you'll be watching this video. As again always, thanks for watching, it's really appreciated. Let's hopefully catch some fish.
Alright, hi guys. This is what I'm going to make a rig out of. It's all a bit last minute, doing it on the beach. But to be honest, I used to like doing them on the beach. It's sort of look out at the water, see what it's like, try and judge your rigs on the day or what you think would work. So calm water, I tend to use longer traces, a bit more movement. There's a bit of colour today, so I'm not going down that road too much. Quite often I have ready-made traces, but I do like making traces directly onto my leader. One less or two less knots to worry about. And I'll just show you a quick way of how I do it, although we're only just getting back into sea fishing a bit, so what this is memory from a few years ago. We obviously went a few times last year, but a bit more of a promise this year to do more standard beach fishing. So 2-hook flapper. I'm starting off with rubber stops. I'm going for bream on this rig. I've already got a rig out because you've got to get a rod in the water. That's just effectively got the same rig, but stronger hook lengths and bigger hooks and fish baits. Hoping for a ray. This one is hoping for a bream. Well, it looks nice, but it's dirtier than it looks. So I don't know. This is going to be a squid rod, small hooks, small squid baits. See what's out there really. So rubber stops, put them through the little taggy thing, slide them on, and this is always the tricky bit, getting the first one on. There, he's on. Right, I'm putting 3. I'm trying to do this in the shadow, I've been told off for that. 2. 3. Put them down a second. Whoa! Don't drop your swivels on the beach. There's the only thing I hate about these Gemini packets opening from the bottom. And you can chase them down the shingle forever. Gone. Well, that's how not to open a packet of Gemini swivels. Swivel on, push that all up a decent distance. Longer thumbnails. I just put one bead on, especially with small fish. I'm not too bothered about bead either side, I just like one below it. So 3 stops, swivel, bead, back to putting stops on, another 3. 3. At last, one done. Anyway, go tie on a lead clip. But this is the knot I use for nearly everything sea fishing. I don't know what it's called. It's a bit like a touch half blood, but with a bit more. So I go around 1, 2, 3, 4, through it, through the bottom loop, like that. So that's just a normal half blood. Then I tuck it, so that's a tucked half blood. I call that number 1, and I'm going around in the same direction as I did the first 4 turns, but I'm going to do another 4 turns, coming through there to make the tuck. I call 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically the 4 first turns and the 4 second turns bed into each other. So good old spit for lubrication. Plenty of it. Just a slow steady pull. Pull on the tag end so it all bunches nicely. And basically, I don't know if you can see that, it produces a nice knot with a tag end that faces upwards. Now, didn't come with all my kit really, so I haven't got normal lead clips. I've got ones with a bait holder bend on them, so I'm just going to point that the opposite way to my lead bait holder clip, bait clip, and that's that. So it's just snoods now and moving these about a bit. So, small fish bream rig. Bit hopeful for bream looking at this. I might change hook size upwards depending if we get a bite or anything. 20-pound fluoro. Through the eye of the hook again. We'll do exactly the same knot again, so I'll just do it a bit quicker this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Through the loop. Back round the tag end. And I'm twisting exactly the same way as I went round before, and that's the important bit, otherwise it doesn't bed in neatly. And that's 4 again. Lots of spit. Pull both ends. Bit at a time. And we're going to go for maybe 2 foot, I don't know, I don't measure it really. I use my arms a lot. Same again. Lots of spit again. I'm emphasising this because it does make a difference with tying knots. Just spit on them. Lubrication and all of that always helps, we know that. Again, I'm just going to make them roughly equal. Same knot yet again. When I use really heavy nylon, I'll do 3 and 3 on the turns. Lighter stuff 4 and 4. There are different versions of this knot that do much the same thing. I just like this one because the way the tag ends, especially when the hook end, the tag end faces up, which stops the baits falling down the hook. Down my reach. Say voila, 2-hook flapper made on the beach, direct to my leader. So there's very little on that rig. But I say voila, that took me ages because of the nightmare with those stops. So don't buy cheap stops. And on this rod, I'm going to bait it up with little bits of squid, but I'll get back to you on that.
My rod is kind of hooked over. It's staying there, it's not really bouncing. Weed maybe? I didn't think there'd be too much weed today, but you know. But no, there might be something on here. There is, it's not too big. Definitely feels like there's some weight there. Ah, it's the dreaded weed. The dreaded weed. Ah man, I was kind of hopeful then. And there we go, all the hooks cleaned out though. Hey, well, we're about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour away from high tide. Still nothing, unfortunately. The baits are being stripped though. Whether it's spider crabs or whatever, don't know. Fingers crossed anyway. It's hope some fish are going to be in over high tide.
Right, so squid, small hooks, small baits. So I'm just going to trim the squid head. Sorry?
Can I need your elastic when you're done?
Yeah, okay. I'm just
Right, mate, I've been wrapping it down and wrapping it down and
okay.
you filming that?
Yeah. Right in the middle of my bait demonstration. Not that they're anything special, but it's just small bits of squid. I like using head and guts. And you do have to elasticate it. It's just mush. And on the other one we're going to go for a couple of squid strips. Just stitch sewing the bait really. So that's the bit that goes up the hook. So that's my baits, bit mushy. But 2 little bream baits basically that will catch other stuff. That's it, ready to cast.
Brighton cast in action. One of them powered hang gliders up there. Right then, a little cast. We've had to go up 6 ounces because the tide's really pushing through now. And I'm not putting it that far, maybe, I don't know, 60, 70 yard. Andy said bring it over cast on here, so yeah, not too far. Andy, so why have you got a man and a witch in your wardrobe?
It's none of your business. I told you they're going to get worse.
Yeah. Bloody terrible. High tide. Not a touch. But we're going to fish it to maybe 3 hours down as well. We are getting some weed, which is a bit annoying. They're not the nice sort, you know. To be fair, it is just nice to be out on the beach, in the sunshine, on the Easter weekend, even if the fishing's a bit rubbish. It's nice to be back out here again.
So we came, we got conquered, that's for sure. We caught nada, zilch, absolutely nothing.
Double blank.
Yeah, double blanks, we didn't even have a bite. A few little bait strips and that was it. No signs of fish whatsoever. But hey ho, bright sunshine, middle of the day tide. Probably should have known that. But it's a really good excuse to get back in the groove and find out where all the little problems lay with how you do stuff, basically, as you'll probably see in the video. But yeah, well, now hopefully a lot of the little problems and disasters are out of the way. We might actually get on it and catch some fish next time. All right, cheers. I'll hand you over to Mark.
Alright guys, well as always, thank you very much for watching, but as you see, a one-way ticket to destination for us today. No joy, but hopefully hopefully you'll pick up some knowledge from Andy and his little tackle talks. We might be doing them quite a bit in the future, but yeah, as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Tight lines, baggy trousers. Bye.